Welcome back to HKIBC News. A crowded ferry has caught fire in southern Bangladesh, killing at least 39 people and injuring more than 100. The three-deck vessel was on its way from the capital Dhaka to the town of Park Geun-hye when it was engulfed in flames in the Suganda River. Some passengers drowned when they jumped into the river to escape the fire, which broke out at 3 a.m. local time. The ferry was carrying 800 people when, according to one survivor, the engine exploded after malfunctioning earlier. Japan says it will not send any government official to the Beijing Winter Olympics, joining a list of Western nations. But Tokyo refused to call the move a diplomatic boycott. Wong explains.
The United States was the first to announce a diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Winter Olympics and was followed by Australia, Britain, and Canada. But Japan, another close U.S. ally, remained silent until today, when it confirmed that no government official would attend the Games in February. But in a delicate game of diplomatic chess, Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokatsu Matsuno said a number of Japanese Olympic chiefs will travel to Beijing. They include Seko Hashimoto, president of the Tokyo Olympics Organizing Committee, Yasuhiro Yamashita, head of Japan's Olympic Committee, and Paralympics Committee Chief Kazuyuki Mori will also be in the delegation. Matsuno declined to label the move a diplomatic boycott, only saying the government made its own decision. It's believed that Tokyo has too much at stake to further inflame tensions with Beijing, especially when Prime Minister Fumio Kishida only took office in October. About one-fifth of Japan's exports heads to China, while the island nation relies heavily on its regional neighbor for raw materials and construction equipment. In response, Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian urged Japan to pledge not to politicize sports, but he extended a welcome to all Japanese sports officials and athletes. Wong, HKIBC.
Former South Korean President Park Geun-hye will walk free on New Year's Eve after spending 5 years in prison for corruption. The Justice Ministry is granting 69-year-old Park a special pardon for the sake of national reconciliation. The country's first female leader and daughter of former dictator Park Geun-hye was sentenced to 22 years in jail for bribery, extortion, and abuse of power. Her political rival, current President Moon Jae-in, cited her poor health as one of the reasons for the decision. A veteran U.S. policewoman who said she mistook her handgun for her taser has been convicted of manslaughter in the death of a black man in the state of Minnesota in April. The mother of 20-year-old Dante Wright was emotional when she heard that Kim Potter was found guilty.
I kind of let out a yelp because it was built up in the anticipation of what was to come while we were waiting for the last few days.
My thoughts are also with Ms. Potter today. She has gone from being an esteemed member of the community and an honored member of a noble profession to being convicted of a serious crime. I don't wish that on anyone, but it was our responsibility as the prosecution, as ministers of justice, to pursue justice wherever it led.
Potter, who resigned after the fatal shooting, could face 15 years in prison for first-degree manslaughter. The 49-year-old claimed that she thought her pistol was her taser when she shot Wright in the chest during his arrest for a weapons violation. Potter was denied bail and will remain in custody until sentencing in February. In California, a 14-year-old girl was killed when police opened fire while trying to target a suspect in a Los Angeles department store. Officers cornered a man who was accused of assaulting a woman. When they opened fire, one bullet went through a changing room and hit the teenage girl. The suspect was also killed. Police said they thought there was a wall near the suspect and not a changing room. The Hong Kong stock market has closed slightly higher in a shortened session ahead of the Christmas break. Casino stocks gave investors some festive cheer. This came amid signs that Macau's gambling licenses will be renewed next year. MGM China led the surge with a gain of 7.2%, with Sands chipping in at 4.6%. SJM Holdings and Galaxy Entertainment also rose on fresh optimism in the sector. The Hang Seng Index ended in positive territory for the fourth session in a row, marking its longest winning streak in 5 weeks. Now let's take a look at the markets. The Hang Seng Index closed up 30 points. Top 10 active stocks: Tencent down $1.60, Alibaba down 30 cents, JD.com up $1.60, Meituan down 60 cents. AIA up 20 cents, Kuaishou Technology down 30 cents, China Res Power up $1.05. Forex trading against Hong Kong dollar. Euro is trading at 8.83, British pound at 10.46, Canadian dollar at 6.09, and Australian dollar at 5.64. Over to the UK market, FTSE 100 is up 10 points. It's Christmas Eve and people are out and about in the city's entertainment hotspot. Here's a peek at the celebrations. On to the weather now. Christmas Day will be cloudy with sunny periods during the day. Temperatures will range between 16 and 21 degrees. It will be colder on Boxing Day with the mercury dropping to 11 degrees. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our main news for this Christmas Eve. We'll see you again at 11 with more updates. I'm Sarah Wong. Thanks for joining us, and Merry Christmas.